Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hello, my name is Wendy. So pleased to have you here today. If you are into health, fitness, and yoga related videos, then consider subscribing to my channel. And then while you're at it, click that little bell icon to be notified every time I post, which through the month of January will be every single day. So today I have for you a fun, gentle inversion flow. So don't let the name intimidate you. We won't be doing anything too challenging. We're going to be doing a lot of really gentle, sweet inversions. You will get the opportunity, to kick up into a handstand, but that's just an opportunity, only an option. You don't have to take it. So we will want a block nearby, and without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started on our backs. So we'll want that block close. And from here, let's just ground down through our feet, let our arms open. We can knock our knees together, maybe heel toe our feet out closer to the edge of our mats. Just take a moment here. Grounding down your energy, especially as we find these moments of flight, we might want to find a bit of grounding first. Connecting in with the breath. Just noticing how you're feeling today. Allowing this opportunity to switch up your perspective, literally turning things upside down. And maybe even connecting with a different point of view. When we're ready, we can just go ahead, kick both of our legs up to the sky, keep a nice bend through the knees, find a little bit of movement here, straightening and bending through the knees, flexing and pointing through the toes, just coming into our first little inversion. Taking the feet above the heart. Good, and then as we're ready, let's just cross our right ankle over our left thigh. Let's interlace the fingers behind the left thigh. Allow ourselves to relax back down. Letting the left leg relax, be soft. And then let's kick both of our legs back up to the sky. And let's switch. Left leg over right, interlacing the fingers behind the right thigh. You can stay steady, you can find a little bit of movement. Good, and let's go ahead, kick both of our legs back up to the sky. Just find a little bit more movement here. Good. As we're ready, let's take our time. We're going to come up towards seated. And then we'll kick our legs around, making our way into downward facing dog. Still a gentle inversion here. Our hips now above the heart. Let's go ahead and add to it just a little bit. So plant down through the right leg. Inhale, our left leg reaches up and back. Nice long line of energy. Ground down through the left leg, plant down, and then inhale, right leg reaches up and back. And set the leg down. Good. From here, let's just walk our way up towards the top of our mat. Let's grab our block here. We can set it underneath our hands, just letting our feet be, about hip distance apart. You can just allow your head and your neck to relax, letting your hands rest on the blocks. Maybe you can take it to a point where your elbows could even rest on the blocks. And breathe. So through this practice, kind of acknowledging that inversions don't have to be handstands, headstands, or forearm stands. They can be pretty simple. Even this Uttanasana is an inversion. Our hips are above our heart. Our heads are below our hearts. Good, let's take our hands back to our blocks if they're not already there. Inhale, halfway lift. Let's go ahead, step our right foot back, tilting those toes at an angle, coming into a pyramid pose. Go ahead and just soften back down. Seeing if we can keep those hips squared off. We can keep ourselves bowing forward. When we're ready, we'll go ahead, turn the left toes so that they're facing forward, come up onto our hands, and then let's just ground down through our left knee. Set the block off to the side. Set your hands down, and then from here, we can lift up into a standing split, or we can hop up a few times into a handstand. Trying to keep the L shape going on with the legs. So little hop and down, maybe 3 to 5 times. Noticing the heat that accumulates in the body. Maybe you find a moment of hovering. And when we're ready, we'll all meet in the standing forward fold. If you took the standing split variation, of course, you can always use a block. Forward fold, especially if you took those handstands, just allow yourself a moment. Letting the energy kind of slow down more to a simmer. And then when we're ready, let's step the right leg back. Left leg pyramid lunge, adjusting your block wherever you'd like it to be. Trying to square off through the hips. Good, let's lift back up. From here, we're going to pivot so that our right toes are pointing forward. Come down onto the back knee. From here, we can set the block off to the side if we're going to take those handstand hops. Maybe we want the block if we're taking the standing split. So we'll just plant the hands down. Maybe we come into standing split, or maybe we take 3 to 5 hops. Just keeping the L shape. Good, maybe one more. And then when we're ready, coming all the way back to that standing forward fold. From here, let's go ahead, take our hands down, walk ourselves back, down dog just one more time. Onto the knees, and then let's come through onto our backs. Make sure that we have our block. Good, so rolling the shoulders underneath you, we're going to step our feet underneath our knees. And then press down into the feet to lift the hips up. Slide a block underneath those hips. From here, just roll the shoulders back a few times. Take a moment through this supported bridge pose. When we start to feel ready, we'll go ahead, pick up one of our legs, and maybe pick up the other. Coming into a supported shoulder stand. Now while you're here, I invite you to find some movement through the legs. So maybe doing little bicycles. You can cross the legs, coming into maybe an eagle variation. You could come into a straddle, a diamond, splits, really whatever you feel inclined to do. So take a few moments here, just playing around with the shapes of your legs. Now, if it's within your practice and you'd like to move up to shoulder stand, you can start to roll yourself back and then take the hands right kind of to the base of the sacrum, a little bit further up the back. Reach the feet up towards the sky. Of course, you can play with your leg shape here. You could maybe bring one of your knees down, tapping the forehead. Switch. You can continue playing with the legs, really, however you see fit. Sometimes I find a bit more space with my hips totally lifted. If you would like to, you could also rock your way back towards plow, grounding down through the feet. Maybe you even want to release your hands and reach the hands towards the feet. If you're in plow, go ahead, take your hands back to the low back, reaching your legs up, maybe one at a time. Back to shoulder stand. As we're ready, we can roll it down. Trying to find that block. And then find just a bit of stillness. So feel the feet hovering over your hips. And then when we're ready, we can step the feet down. Ground down into the heels to lift the hips, remove the block out of the way, and then go ahead. We'll just roll ourselves down. Spreading the arms out, spreading the legs out. Maybe taking a moment through Shavasana. Regrounding the energy. Good. Feel free to stay here for however long serves you. Thank you so much for joining me today. The light that's within me honors and acknowledges the light that's within you. From the seed, from the source, we are literally one. Namaste.